Hello everyone, Ryan here. I apologize for the lighting right now. It's kind of dark. It's pretty cloudy right now. The weather is changing. I think changing a little bit for the better. It's pretty much it signals the beginning of fall. So, and I prefer colder weather to warm weather. Always have. I think I always will. So, I want to do a quick movie review. I recently saw the Goosebumps movie. And granted, I know this came out last year, but I didn't get to see it while it was still in theaters. Last year was kind of a somewhat busy month for me, but this past weekend I was able to finally rent it, and I gotta say I liked it for the most part, even though I feel like they could have done so much more with it. They could have done a lot more with the overall story. Of course, Jack Black as R.L. Stein. I thought he did an okay job. Uh, Certain scenes, I noticed that it looked like he would slip into this like really weird, like kind of half-assed British accent, and I don't know what that was about. I guess that was him attempting to sound slightly sophisticated or something. I don't know, but overall, I definitely liked basic story. I like that it pretty much showcases all of these familiar creatures and monsters, such as the abominable snowman of Pasadena, the lawn gnomes, uh, of course Slappy from Night of the Living Dummy. I thought they did a good job with that, just with that character alone, Slappy. I'm not sure who did the voice for him, but it was definitely pretty dead on accurate. I also like that they had the mantis from Shocker on Shock Street. I was surprised that they actually had that mantis. Uh, and then also the werewolf of Fever Swamp, uh, the Invisible Boy, who of course causes a lot of mischief throughout the movie, though not as much as Slappy. Pretty much the basic setup of the story is, this kid moves next door to R.L. Stein, and he becomes infatuated with R.L. Stein's daughter. The actress that plays his daughter is Odea Rush, I believe. I liked her character too, mostly because she has a pretty interesting origin story. So I won't go into it because if I did, it would give away too much. I mean, I think. Uh, but yeah, if you've seen it, you know what I mean. I was surprised by that. I didn't really expect that. Uh, so this kid moves in and he befriends Arlstein's daughter. Well, really, he becomes enamored by her, and then he thinks that she's being tortured or severely punished or something. So he breaks into the house to try to save her, and he finds out, he discovers all of these the original manuscripts for the various Goosebumps books, and he accidentally opens one up, and it unleashes the first monster, which is the abominable snowman of Pasadena. Uh, so yeah, and then the rest of the movie is they team up with R.L. Stein, trying to track down each of the monsters and get them back into the book. But at the same time, when Slappy is released, he starts burning all of the original manuscripts, which then makes it harder for them to try to suck back in all of the monsters into their respective books. So overall, I liked it. I do wish I had seen it in theaters because I would have seen it in 3D. I imagine the 3D would have been that much more awesome. I don't know, maybe even slightly more awesome. Uh, Another thing too, I would say if they had made this movie back in the '90s, back when the Goosebumps series was at its height, uh, man, I definitely would have seen it for sure, and I would have no doubt bought several copies of it. I would have watched it over and over and over and over. Uh, Not that I wouldn't mind seeing this again, but especially back if it had come out in the '90s, back when I was still very much really immersed in the entire Goosebumps series, practically 24/7. Uh, you know, it would have really been one of the major highlights of my childhood for me. I don't know about, but I'm pretty sure other kids too, other '90s kids who were also as big of a fan as I was, still kind of am of the Goosebumps series. So overall, on a scale of uh, 1 tamale to 10 tamales, I give Goosebumps movie say solid 8 out of 10. So, and that's right. I'm using a different scale now, scale of tamales, I guess. I decided to kind of like switch it up from stars, 4 or 5 stars thing. If you're not familiar with tamales, tamales is a popular Hispanic slash Mexican food, uh, usually eaten during most major holidays, and especially during uh, the cold months, fall and winter months. So, yeah, I suggest you look it up and try to find a restaurant that serves them. So yeah, 8 out of 10 tamales. I do recommend it, especially if you're a big fan of the Goosebumps series. If you're not, then I don't know. I guess it would be a pretty interesting movie to pass the time with. So yeah. Uh, so that'll do it for this movie review. Thanks for watching. As always, till next time, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.